Now what we do is we take these orange slips and bring them round at the side and tie that in, and then we bring this one round at the side and tie that in, and then we can unlip finish. So you see the tying is quite straightforwardly simple. But the next step is the thing that really makes this fly durable. And now for the final material. You go to your boots chemist, you buy from the perfumery department some Sally Hansen's hard as nails. Now it's got to be hard as nails. It's not, may I point out, nail varnish, because as one lady once said to me, varnish goes on door, enamel goes on nails. So it's hard as nails, nails enamel. It's got a lovely little brush. And what I do is do a stack of these, and then you give this a coat of this gunge. And don't inhale it too much because it'll send you potty. It really is a wonderful, wonderful glue sniffer stuff, this. So give it a real good coat. Don't worry about covering the eye. I'll mention that in a second. There's a good coat. So do a stack of these and then gunge them all up together. So give the fly several coats of Sally Hansen's hard as nails and let it dry in between times. Clear the eyes, and then when you go fishing, the best way on a still water is to have a bushy bob fly on a dropper, something like a big sedge, and then the leader coming down to the point, and have this on the point, and you can fish it at different depths underneath the surface with the bushy bob fly as a float, and the fish will take it. Just to tell you how good it is, a friend of mine came round and said, I'm going fishing on this small still water, what buzzard pattern would you recommend? And I said, this one. I gave him two. It was a sweltering hot afternoon. That afternoon he went, caught 3 fish. Nobody else caught a fish on that reservoir while he was there. That's how good it is. That is as modern as you will get. Brilliant fly. When you come to imitating the life cycle of a midge, we start with the larva. And in this case, we've got an imitation bloodworm. Very simple, just built with floss silk. Works exceedingly well. Essential fly in the fly box. But now when we come on to the pupa, which is the state imitated mostly by anglers, then we can go from the sublime to the absolute and utter incredibleness. There, for example, we've got the simplest version, which is a bare hook nymph, just a bit of wire to give a thorax. And if you look at that shape there, that is a buzzer. But some people don't like it, so you can tart it up a little bit, and tart it up by doing a 2-wire buzzer. And if you don't like that, then you can actually dub a bit of peacock herl or hare's ear on the thorax to give a more realistic state. And then we go one stage better with a dark emerger where we've got the wing buds imitated, in this case by jungle cock eye feathers. Or you could use a little bit of orange floss or whatever. And then at the surface, we've got the surface emerger, in this case an olive one, but just vary the colour of the body and vary the size, and it's held in the surface film with this coeur de canard veil. Don't forget to tie these in a range of sizes, and also in a nice range of shades, and enjoy your tying, and especially enjoy your trout and grayling fishing. Right, I've come to Westlow Mere near Congleton in Cheshire, which is one of my favourite small put and take still water fisheries. It's one of the best in Britain. And it's autumn, the main hatches are over, and what's left at this time of the year is the perennial buzzer, the midge, that will be hatching right the way through the year. And this is a great midge water as well as mayfly, lake olive and so on. And my rig up is to have a leader, a tapered leader of about 12 feet, and then I add to the end of that some 5x point, that's about 4.5 pounds. And I've got 2 droppers, and on the top dropper I've got a daddy longlegs. Now this time of the year daddy longlegs can be out, and that dry daddy will float in the surface, and I've greased it up, and that's not only a dry fly in its own right, but an indicator of whether a fish takes or not. And then on the other 2 droppers I've got a fly that we've tied, which I highly recommend, which is the orange sided crisp packet buzzer. And so these are going to sink very slowly through the water. I'll watch the daddy longlegs. When the daddy longlegs bobs under, I'll strike, and there should be a fish on one of these. If, of course, a fish swallows the daddy longlegs, then you also strike. So here we go. Now, it's not too deep, the water here, so we can watch things move, and let's have a go and see what happens. Get the net, because we'll need that shortly.